Hello and welcome to anyone watching this by the past, present, or future, and welcome to our 11th installment of Pokemon Fire Red Poison types only. And tonight I've got a bit of an announcement. Now I'm gonna have to do a little scrolling here to make this proper. So if you'll just give me one moment. Alright, so we got a new emote. Someone very generous on Twitter was doing free emotes and the like, and I was like, hell yeah, that's really cool. So we got, first off, I'll shout out the artist. Their name is, and I'm gonna try to pronounce this right, Asolent. I hope I pronounced their name right. They seem to be like a cool, what are they? Are they like a vampire? Oh, they're a fruit bat. They're a fruit bat VTuber. Yeah, no, she was being very generous and was willing to do free art. So naturally, like the bottom feeder I am, I always gamble everything to see if I have a chance for free art because that's power. And so we got our new emote for when stream crashes. Inevitably, one day we've got the Pan Crash emote. And if you're wondering, oh man, Pan, how am I ever gonna get the Pan Crash emote? Wouldn't I have to spend like money and subscribe? Well, first up, buddy, I got this for free, so you can use it for free. But yeah, no, if you want to check out, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing her name right, Assailant. Let's see what Assailant has done, actually. Okay, yeah, she does some art. Yeah, it looks like she's been doing some art. Let's see, can I look at... Okay, no, I have to look at videos. Let me see. Yeah, because it looks like she's done... Yeah, it looks like she does like a lot of art streams, which is very nice. But yeah. So yeah, we got our new emote. Thanks, Assailant. And yeah, it's for anytime the computer decides to have a little hissy fit. You can all spam that. For it not to be like this. And if anyone wants to type it out, it'll be known as the Pan Crash emote, because it will represent the computer's crashed. So, yeah! Yeah. So, why don't I just turn up the music, and we're gonna start our, hopefully, penultimate episode of Pokemon Fire Red with Poison types only. Now, for anyone who's seen the schedule, you may notice that there's going to be a big gap between this and the next and intended to be finale of Pokemon Fire Red Poison types only. And that is because my intent today is just to go through Victory Road. Maybe a little bit more if I'm really vibing. But I realized last time when I was playing Platinum with the Fire type only run, I did do grinding in about a week, from like one Friday to the next, and I thought that would be a very reasonable time to pace myself. But then I had one day off, and I spent 8 hours in essentially 1 or 2 sittings. Straight, essentially, which still hurts my wrists. So, yeah, no, I'm gonna try and pace myself a lot more healthily by giving myself till next Friday, so that'd be June 27th, or July 27th, for anyone who's keeping track in the present. If you're in the future, you could probably just, I don't know, watch it now, maybe. But yeah, that's kind of my idea. Especially because this team, what we got here with our team here, from what I recall being in Victory Road, we're really only gonna have like Hemi and Fruit Gummy gonna be able to like really comfortably grind in Victory Road because it's mostly a lot of ground and rock types. A lot of these other ones are gonna have a bit more of a rough time going through it. So yeah, it does not help that our goal is gonna be around level 60 because I don't need to be. I don't think I need to be the level cap for Nick. I think we can take him out pretty reliably with our movesets and team. But I'm more worried about mostly Lance. Lance is the main one I'm kind of spooked about. And it mostly is because of levels and stats. So, yeah, especially because we won't have access to an ice type move to just win. So, there's that. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing a lot of that off screen. Because I think grinding, I've learned, is not always cool content, even when you're trying to podcast it. Sometimes you just can't entertain the masses that well. And you know what? I could do other things, such as Wild Beyond the Witchlight, Baldur's Gate, and Death's Door, which are also things I want to do. So, there's that. Wait, what do I actually have in front? Okay, I have Peeps in front. We can have Rick in our front. Did I give... Okay, I know I gave Rick Megahorn last time. Oh, he's just at 100 attack, though. Okay, but that's actually really good. Okay, he is... Okay, and he's the lowest level? Okay. See, that's the thing I have to think about, like, games like Gen 3 where they're a bit more scaled down. And I have to be like, oh, wait. Wait, is that good? And it's like, oh no, that actually is really good. So I swear, in Victory Road, if I need cut, because I know I need to surf in Victory Road. Monkey. Alright. Diglett Cave music? Again, as a kid, I know I said this a lot, but for anyone who like jumps in, I've never grew up with Pokemon with music. Like that's that's from like Gen 6 onward I've really started doing that. So a lot of times on stream you get my live reaction of hearing like music in a Pokemon game. I didn't expect Diglett Cave to be used for just going through the gyms. See, like, I think of this music. Man, imagine having cops at a Pokemon League. I also like to imagine the one kid who like found out you can go through here and tried to get as far as he could without like, you know, like see like how far they can get before they're like soft locked. Not soft locked, but like refuse to be able to keep on going. Is there like a little thing here? Wait, Indigo Plateau. It's Pokemon League headquarters. I forgot you can catch Pokemon in the Kanto, Victory Road. Huh. Well, not Victory Road, but like right over here, I mean. Oh. More statues. You know, like, again, other things I'd like to be like, hey, this would have been really cool if they did that. Alright, there is no Pokemon Center in front of here. I probably should get healing items. That would be smart, and I know that was recommended to me last stream, but here I am. On the road again. But, yeah. What was I thinking? Yeah, like, I know they did this again in, like, Gen 5, because I know I know in Black and White, they didn't do it in Black and White 2. Huh. In Black and White 1, they had like a really cool, like, I remember being really cool as a kid, like seeing like the gates in like pseudo 3D and seeing like how they would open and like how the little terrain differences would be based on the gym, and I thought that was really cool. And like, even when I'm seeing this now, here live in front of me on my twitch.tv, like I think it'd be really cool, say, if like did Let's Go Pikachu, and I'm assuming they don't do these things because they're cool and they would require like care and thought, which could you imagine in Pokemon Game Freak in this day and age. Oh, fuck. I have to go to somewhere else to get the good shit. I have to go like all the way down to Cinnabar to get good shit. I hate it here. It's okay, it adds content, it builds character. Builds character, can make Bella more likely to get levels. Alright. But yeah, no, I really think it'd be cool if they had like the statues be like referring to like Pokemon that people would see like in the Elite Four. Sort of like, because I imagine like if you were a kid, right, and say you had a chance to live or to witness even more polished Gen 3, because at this point Gen 3 is like polished like a lot of those old, like, you ever see those like YouTube channels where people just really restore pennies really well? I feel like they did that, and now there's like a really weird sheen around the penny, and it's not because the penny's shiny, it's just because the penny has been cleaned so much. It's got like a little plasticky goo around it, and it's kind of uncomfortable. That's why I imagine Gen 3 being, with how much Game Freak tries to resuscitate it. But like, if you're gonna do it, at least make it look cool, you know? Like, I know, like, if I was a kid, you know, and I saw like a Gengar on a statue, or like a really cool looking Dragonite, which I know they could do because they really like trying to make Dragonite cool, especially when he's like a goofy little guy. They really try to make him look spooky, and I think, you know what, I can respect that. We don't need X accuracy, even if this game does try to convince you that they do need accuracy, because they try to drop it. Whoop. Let's see. Oh, Big Pearl, that's a good item we can sell. Alright. So yeah, now we're gonna buy shit. Hi Onyx, how you doing? How you doing? And by the way, Onyx, if you want to, you may notice in chat, but we've got a new emote. It's called Pan Crash. It's free. And once again, I will shill les artistes. We do this very generously for free, so I want to shill them as much as I can tonight. Checking them out. They're a little fruit bat VTuber, and they do art. Yeah, let's just double that, just to be safe. Let's get some revives, because that's just gonna be tedious if we don't. So let's get 15, because we're probably also gonna be grinding. We may expect teams that are going to be a bit higher level than we'd expect. And maybe like an escape rope if we really need it. Let's get like 7 more just to be safe. Hey Animu, how you doing? You may notice this in chat, but we've got a new emote. We've got what is called the Pan Crash emote. The Pan Crash emote was done very generously by Assailant, who, if you can look up in chat, is, who was just shouted out, is a fruit bat VTuber who, just streams art, and it's very nice, and it's very cute. It's like a cute little chibi style. But yes, this is an emote that they did it very generously for free, and it's for essentially when the computer decides to reset. when it feels like having a no fun hour. So that's what it's there for, and I hope the people can enjoy it. It is free, because the person did this for free. I thought it was only appropriate to let it be a free emote, so you would not have to give me and Bezos, the dark fiend that works a twunch, any financial compensation. Because you know what? We are of the people here in my wizard tower. Yeah. Yeah, this tower over here is a socialism tower. And you know what? Unlike capitalism, where it's like a ladder that actually is more like you know, hey Fozzie, you know, one of those like those like stair things you go on when you want to exercise, because going upstairs is like a lot harder, but you're never actually going upstairs. Yeah, that's like capitalism. This is a tower, Fozzie. This thing's gonna pierce through the heavens, and you know what? We can distribute the wealth more accurately. Thank you. Welcome to Kermit's manifesto night. You know, Fozzie, I think people should have human rights. I think people should just be treated like any other, and by that I mean treated with very basic respect, ones of which that, you know, should not be asked for. You know, like a good place to live, people not harassing you because you want to identify yourself some way, that, you know, you want to kiss a person, you know, maybe you're green. You know, I you know, it's kind of an odd idea, I know, but like, what if we could all just fucking get along to like, God, we don't even have to like each other, we can just like, I don't know, stand each other? Is that allowed? Can we just do that? You know, I'm just tired whenever I go on to twitter.com, and all I see is people who are mad, and you know, it's not because they're you know, it's not like they don't deserve to be mad. I'm more mad about the fact I have to see them being mad about something that I feel like, you know, shouldn't have been an issue in the first place, but it keeps on becoming an issue. And yeah, you know, it really wears down on my mental health, Fozzie. You know, it really gets to me sometimes, you know, and I have to give myself some space, but you know, it's inconvenient because, you know, I also do a lot of my livelihood there. Like, you think I can just go into twitch.tv, you know, to you know, I don't know, just have some fun and, you know, get some people to know that I'm out there in the world, and like not see that? No, my algorithm to bubble can only go so far, Fozzie. I'm tired of this shit. Oh, jeez, Kermit, that sounds like a lot. I'm not at all a therapist for Kermit, but you know, send tweet through iPhone, you know, waka waka. That's it. That's all I got. That's how the bit ends. Okay, they're on level. But that makes sense because the bonus rival fight did get a trainer in the 50s. Oh, that's good. I'm glad I poisoned a bunch of rocks. And I won't say that when I have a bunch of rocks. But speaking about a bunch of rocks, so I don't know if you've been following me, you may know that I've been streaming for like a while. It's almost been one 365-day pattern that some people call like a year on the Prime material, and you know, I've got a rock type only run coming up on August 12th because my streamer debut. And I'm really close to our first stretch goal of 200 viewers. Not 200 viewers, of 200 followers, which will let me use the Armor Vials DLC, which means more content and also the most important, Rock Ruff. I get to use the funny dog. I get to use a real funny dog, guys. Oh, thank you, Hell Knight. I will hydrate, and I have fixed the hydration. Hydration is healed. Also, because, once again, I see a lot more people here, and I will keep shilling this tonight. We got our new emote. Once again, I don't care if you're watching this in the future. You're going to hear me say this a lot. We got our new emote. It's called Pan Crash. It's going to be an emote that will most likely be applied when my computer crashes. And you may ask, oh, geez, who did this? Well, that's gonna be no problem, because it's gonna be from twitch.tv assailant, who is very generous, who is doing free art on Twitter, and I was the lucky few who sort of went in early, and yeah, and because it was a free piece of art, it's just gonna be available for free. You don't have to subscribe, you don't have to give me and the Archfiend Bezos any financial compensation for it. You could just use it. Just take it. Get it off my hands, please. No! Why would you do this? Why would you do this to me personally, Hellivan Knights? Hellivan Nightmare. Oh gosh, that's hell of a nightmare. Man, you ever think that it's weird that a nightmare would just mean a horse that's at nighttime? You ever think about that with your brain? I have. I thought about that. I do know the first instance of a nightmare I've heard of, like, as a creature, was not what you'd imagine the more reasonable, oh, it's like a horse that is out in the night. No, when I first heard, like, one of supposedly original creatures, like a demon that would be a nightmare, would just be, like, a weird little goblin guy, like a little gargoyle man, that would just, like, sit on your chest while you sleep. And they just sit there, they're just vibing, but apparently they're like really heavy, and that makes you have bad dreams, because I guess your lungs are being crushed, man. If I had my lungs crushed, that would fuck my shit up. But fortunately in D&D there are real nightmares, and those are funny little horsies. I wonder if you're good enough for me, like, as a date? Buddy, I don't know how to tell you, but I'm kind of a really good March 20th. There we go, that was my funny joke. Okay, yeah, no, we're exactly on level of what the game expects us to be, which is not always the best thing to see in a Pokemon game prior to Gen 5. Right, we got Ricken to level up, which is good. He's one step closer. Bonita. We can give that to Fruit Gummy. Actually, no, Ricken's gonna need that XP a little bit more. Just because, like, Earthquake's gonna help, but he's only gonna have so many chances to actually like get XP before the grind. Meanwhile, like Hemi and Fruit Gum, you're gonna be able to get a lot easier. How's everyone doing tonight, though? What's the vibe? What's the evening vibe? What's the evening vibe as we has several natural disasters within Victory Road? Oh shit! What's going on with my model? Why is it? What the fuck? What the fuck's going on over here? Oh, oh, oh! Hey V2, hey VTuber Studios. Why am I tilted? Why do I look like I'm about to question life? Oh god! Oh, my head did a little dance. Made a little love. Not a fun tonight. Oh, oh, my neck. Oof, oof, okay. Okay, what's going on here, boss? Alright, we're gonna... Alright, this is not the kind of scuff I was... Oh, okay. Alright, Conjuring's gone a bit weird today. Oh, my hair. My hair was just covering my eye weirdly. My hair was covering my eye, and my magic mirror was like, oh fuck, your neck's broken. Oh god, oh shit. Your legs are for no reason? Buddy, that's my life. That sure is just my, like, hey buddy, let me tell you, I like to float around the house. I like to float around on my wizard tower, and like a lot of guests think, oh, cool. Is it because like you're a wizard and you like to float around a lot to like establish a sense of majesty and like an arcane flexing? It's like, no, I think I have arthritis in my knees and they hurt really badly, so I don't like bending them. Nah, I got post-COVID arthritis, man. It's a hack. It's a blight. Do 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 do. Hi guys, it's me, it's Onyx. I don't feel like it's a real Onyx voice. I feel like Onyx is a lot more like a, hey guys. I feel like he's got a bit more of like a pep to his step. You know, I don't think he's just like a dumb guy. I think he's more like, I think he's like an educated jock kind of dude. Like, I don't think Onyx would fail high school. But like, he gets like a respectable B+ in most of his grades. But like, he never really focused on it. He only retained so much from Boulder High School. Onyx only run when, I don't know, maybe if you really want it. I know I'm doing that, the Rock Tep only run of, oh fuck, Dragon Claw? I don't think any of our boys can get Dragon Claw, but Jesus Christ, alright. Go off. Wow, that's so wild, because, like, Dragon Claw... Because, like, I know in, like, Emerald, Dragon Claw is, like, a really out there move. Like, you have to, like, learn Waterfall, you have to go to the certain cave, get Waterfall, and the like. Here, it's like, hey, man, you want just a 50-50 shot getting, cool, to just be cool? I don't think you can even learn Dragon Claw in Gen 3. Wow. I'm looking at my other magic mirror. Do 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 do. Gen 3, because that's the gen it came out in, so this is a new move. Okay, so the only Pokemon that could possibly have learned Dragon Claw in this game would be the Charizard line, Aerodactyl, and Dragonite. Mew could count, but Mew's not real. There is no truck, there never was. See, I will say, it's probably a bit of a pain. I mean, it's definitely a pain in the early game, I will say, as a person who's been playing with an Arbok for a good part of this run, till we got, Grammar. But, like, Arbok is pretty alright. I do think it could pull off, like, a good end game. Because at level 37 it can get Stockpile, and although it would not have the best way to deal with it, what am I thinking here? It probably would be a better offensive tank that way, because you can get some pretty ridiculous moves if you're committing just to Arbok. Like, you can get the Sludge Bomb, you can get Earthquake, you can get, like, Giga Drain for stability, and really, like, I see, like, Stockpile usually comes with, it usually always comes with, like, Spit Up and, Swallow, but, like, buddy, those two moves just aren't worth it. Like, I get that Spit Up in this gen is actually pretty solid for Arbok because it's physical, and Arbok's mostly a physical attacker. But why give up 3 stages of special and physical defense? And also being a massive tank. Like, you can still Giga Drain if you want that sustainability. And it would counter a lot of the ground types you'd be dealing with. But I do know, it's not quite Arbok, but there is one YouTuber that I follow that I really like seeing, just like him, do shit, because he does, his name is Scott's Thoughts, and he basically does, like, playthroughs of one Pokemon, usually in gens 1 to 2. So it's like similar to a my dry bread, but he does it in a way where he sees how fast he can do the run with this Pokemon. So like, say if we were dealing with like Ekans, for example, which I know he's done, like that would be okay, how fast can we beat this run as Ekans? And like he'll do like a standard playthrough, and after that he'll basically try to test for consistency, like see how like, okay, we realize we had this tough part here, how can we get this consistently, what set will we need, what stats do we need to improve, etc. And does like another playthrough. And sometimes he even does things where he does like a versus video where he has like 2 Pokemon that are very similar to each other, that are like supposed to be parallels, and then just go knocking futz with them. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna do like 2 to 3 playthroughs with these Pokemon individually to see who is objectively the faster Pokemon. Yeah, no, I've heard of J-Rose. I don't know, I think I tried watching a J-Rose video, and I guess I wasn't in the right mindset, because I just didn't, I don't know, my mind didn't vibe with him. And also his videos are way longer, and like they're like over an hour. I know this guy usually does his more like, Jesus, like 30 to, they usually are more like 30 to 40 minutes. Like if it's an hour, then you know like, oh fuck, this is a doozy. Cause like, you know, honestly, a good way you know. See, I like long format videos for like some things because they're really good background noise for me. But I also do notice like a monkey's paw of it, right? If it's not like a long form, if it's not like a video essay, sometimes my brain just sort of zones out. Like, like, if I watch, like, a Scott's Thoughts or Flygon HG video, my brain spaces out. And I don't see it as a bad thing. It's really good background noise. But, like, sometimes it's like, alright, cool, that's in the background. I can focus on my cookie run now. If you're watching a J-Rose, I would recommend the Ditto Emerald one. Okay. Alright, got it. I will definitely consider that. I do find it funny from what I've seen of, like, solo Pokemon speed runs for, like, Gen 1 specifically, like a Yellow, because I know that's the game that that Scott's Thought does, because he was just hyper fixated on Yellow, and he thinks he can just do it a lot faster, so he just does it. The rock time split. Like, how long does it take for someone to beat Brock? Because sometimes it's like, oh yeah, this was like nothing. Other times, like, it has been 2 hours, and I still cannot beat Brock, and I hate this. I mean, I would imagine with the Ditto run, you have to be very technical, because you are essentially trying to be like, alright, we're doing mirror matches for every fight. And you have to see how the AI is going to react to that, because I know, like, Gen 3 AI is kind of wonky. Like, it will try to prioritize, like, special type moves, but it will rarely switch. I know I've seen it a bit. I know I saw an Emerald Kaizo video describing how the Emerald AI is supposed to work, and I've retained none of it, it seems. Come on, Ripken, you can't do it. Pave the way, put it back into it. Tell us how. Tell us why. Tell us, have you gone to the grave now? Come on. This bad psyche is removed. Finds a way to delay using transformation, relying on struggle, I recall. Really? Is, like, Ditto's base stats better than a lot of other Pokemon he encounters? Is it because that... Because I know... It's because you're beautiful. I know that Struggle, I think, is typeless. Like, it's not a normal type move. So, like, it gets to be a bit funky because of that. Because, like, you get a lot of transforms, though. Oh, right, but with transform, you only have, like... Yeah, because if you do that, then also sometimes you only get, like... Yeah, because you also only get 5 moves. Like, you only get 5 PP in whatever moves it has, which isn't always good. Like, you cannot really sweep with that. Excuse me. This year's Victory Road is the final test for trainers. Well, are you telling me if I'm fighting if I'm fighting Blue, I don't want to be his Pidgeot? Is that what you're telling me? But in that case, where is he getting, like... How many ethers does he have to get? Because he has to consider that, and... Oh, you're right, that is technical. Oh god. But no, it's Emerald. Well, yeah, May doesn't really start with good Pokemon. And, like, Yeah, if you're fighting in the magma, any of the magma bosses, they're always going to be using, like, Mighty Hyenas at first. Yeah. Do 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 do. Man, imagine being someone who's like, I'm training for the Elite Four, and using a Machop they totally just found when walking around here. Not even a Machoke anymore, just like, hey, I found this child. This child who will die from his own attempt to subordinate me. Actually, he won't. The child will not die today. My new website saying if a child dies. Oh no, not the batter. Well, I'm glad you saved your batter, dude. That's gonna be really good when you put the cake in the oven. It's okay, Hell Knight. I can't spell either. Battery. How you doing though? What's the vibe check with you, Hell? God, I'm just realizing how much of a joke Bruno is gonna be with us, because, like, Hellbore is gonna take absolutely nothing from his fighting types, because he's quad resistant, and then, like, we could either have Furugami or Hemi just sweep through the Onyxes. Like, it's gonna be a joke. Daisuke? This man's name is I Love You? Oh my god, it's really settling in now how many times I will have to see... I will just have to see Hellbore attempt to evolve when grinding, because he does this every level. He does this every level, and we do not acknowledge his friendship. Bruno is just a joke. He really is. Like... And the thing is, it's so weird, because there's enough fighting types. There is enough fighting types for him to have, like, a full team of 5? Like, he can get, like, he could have gotten Primeape and, he could have gotten fucking Primeape and, oh fuck, he could have also gotten, like, Poliwrath, too. And Poliwrath would have added, like, a good amount of diversity for his team. But, like, no. No, he's like, you know what, I need 2 Onyxes. One of the worst Pokemon. And, like, I love... He's great. He's a funny little guy. But, also... Prehistoric Safari just started? Oh, shit. Wait, no, that's what it was, Arctozolt. You're right. Sorry, I just got distracted because I saw a really cool thing of like, oh fuck, oh shit. Funny dinos? I would love to do funny dinos, and if you give me 250 followers while I'm playing Pokemon Sword. It's the general Pokemon community bot, but it's doing a little event where fossil Pokemon are appearing more often, and apparently if you get enough Miniors that spawn, there'll be certain rewards that'll pop up for the people, for the masses. So yeah. It looks pretty close to its goal out of 61,000 out of 75,000. Alright, Ricken's got Mega Horn. What am I fucking doing? Pokemon Spoon, Pokemon Fork, and you think a lot of people are gonna expect that the sort of resolution game is gonna be Pokemon Spork, or like Pokemon Knife, but it's actually gonna be Pokemon Spork. The fans are very split on that decision. But honestly, I'm kind of glad. It's really bringing that mechanic that a lot of mods trying to want to do with the Pokemon fusions. And I really think that that website that fused a lot of Pokemon together really, I think it really emphasizes why it's like important to the Pokemon community that, you know, fusion Pokemon are now canon with Spork Edition. Pokemon Chopstick. I guess imagine Pokemon the Chopstick legendary just being a Pokemon with like a bunch of stilts. Okay, but also if we're doing honestly, okay, you joke, but I feel like Pokemon Spoon would just be like a ROM hack where Mewtwo's like the box legendary, because I don't know if you know this, but in the manga, the Pokemon Adventures manga, Mewtwo just kind of wields a big-ass spoon. Like, that's just kind of a thing that he has and will use to weaponize. In telepathic warfare. Because fun reminder for kids, the mere hey kids, I just want to let you guys know that the mere existence of Mewtwo probably is a war crime. Anyway, that's not gonna ruin my day. Blaine has to wake up every day of his life reminding the fact that he tried to play God once. And, oh lord, he succeeded. Oh god, oh man, and it's something he can never undo. Also, this man tried to threaten to whip me. I'm like 12. Tamer Vincent. Who needs a big spoon when you have a shovel? But what is a big spoon but a really big shovel? Though, if you do have the tactical shovel, that's a bit more reasonable. This tamer just goes like, alright Persian, scream at this pile of sludge. So it's really just this sludge pile just like throwing shit at this cat while it's just like screaming at him. At Ozzy over here. Gold duck. A golden duck. What? It's cyan? That's crazy. What does it come from? A cyan duck? No, he's gold. Boom, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, boom, 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 boom. That's the joke. Hold on. Oh, it's going for War's Fury attack? Cool. Cool, cool. Very nice. Way to go. Alright. Let's fucking go, Hemi. Holy shit. Dude. I got whipped. Prehistoric Pokemon game. Kurapika casually brought a shovel to a fight because he knew he was going to win. And who cares if he's if he's taking years off his life? Like, he was gonna murk this muscle man. Absolutely demolish. No, but also, could we... No Pokeballs, only befriend. Me when I'm the girl from Pokemon Coliseum going, no, we shouldn't just steal we shouldn't just take the Pokemon, we should steal it. We should steal it for friendship reasons. Because, like, I love that's just the premise of Pokemon Coliseum. It's like, dude, we gotta steal these Pokemon, and we gotta make them to a wacky found family. Except for Umbreon and... Okay, copies. I was like, wait, does that switch? Am I immune to sound? Am I deaf now? Because reminder, Mr. Mime is soundproof. Mr. Mime actually can't speak because it cannot hear. Fucked up if true. Do do do. See, the whole time we thought mimes were funny. Then we realized we were ableist monsters. Gregory. Oh, Clown Gregory giving the whole 1920 to me. Gregory over here just going like, hey, here you go, by the way, alcohol's now legal. Boop. Alcohol's legal, and when we re-legalize it, inevitably, to lower crime rates, we will then just make you need to be way older before you can vote. That's right, you could be paying taxes, but you can't drink the alky-walky. Busta Mimes' new hit single. You see, I like to imagine... Oh my god, I like to imagine this mime, right? This, like, mime who's, like, doing this beat. I like to imagine the mime, you only hear, like... You only hear it, like, bump into the mic, or, like... You know those videos where they take, like, a performer, you know, and they mute everything, but they keep, like, the small realism things, like... the shoes scraping on like the stage floor, or like awkward breaths in there, like no music, no singing, just yeah. I just imagine it's like that with the mime, where like you just hear it move around in the recording booth or on a stage. And that's it. That's the entire audio. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. That's the sound of a Zubat dog. Zoo dog, if you will. It's a new regional variant. So, a regional dialect. Dang. Do, 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 do. So, regional dialect. Well, I've never heard of Busta Mime. Really? I'm from Utica. I never heard that expression. Ho ho ho! No, not Utica. Thank you for the hydrate. Bum 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 bum. Bat's mind is assimilated to. Oh no. Okay, cool. Oh wow. Golbats can take 2 sidekicks. Holy shit. This bat here, resilient. This bat's a parent and needs to really see their children. But now they're passed out, and maybe they won't be able to do that soon. Okay, I guess I'll replace Nightshade. But Shadow Ball sure is physical in this gen. It's just instrumental tracks of Busta Mime performing raps with his hands. Honestly, that'd be really cool. Honestly, sign language singing's pretty neat. And then, like, I liked about it, like, it's got a really good music video, and it's got a really good reputation. But then, like, you know, people, like, just hear a Spotify track and, like, alright, this is, like, whatever. And then it's like, wait. You just listen to this music? I mean, yeah, it's, like, okay. And they're like, no. You gotta see what it's from. I feel like Bust a Mime would be, like, a reasonable hit, but he would have music that a lot of people would put, like, on TikTok and not really know where it's from. So, like, the majority of people who are, like, using it will just, like, be living in ignorance. They're living in Plato's allegory of the cave. Me and the homies when I'm living in the allegory of the cave. Me when I see really cool shadows, I think that's what reality is, because that's all I've ever known. Oh, dude, those are shadows. Man, that's reality, and that's all I've ever known. Cosmic power. This Clefairy is like, I will now use the cosmic power of the universe to enhance my defenses. And Oz is like, alright, that's cool. Hey, you mind if I sludges? Mind if I sludge in a bludgeon? Mind if I squash a podge? I feel like Ozzy, Uzi Ozzy definitely does very uncomfortable euphemisms and doesn't understand why people find him uncomfortable. Like, he'd be like, hey, I'm just working the sloshy hashi over here. I don't know what's got the problem. Look, I'm just walking with a whoppy boppy. I'm just like any other man. Honestly, I feel like the best way to capture my mental image of Uzi Ozzy is just the Highwayman from Over the Garden Wall, where like he doesn't do much, but he's just there for one episode, and he has a weird musical number from him introducing who he is, what's his deal, and never shows up again. Cause he's the Highwayman. He makes ends meet. God, I could have named anyone. Oh, I don't know, I feel like the Highwayman would be more appropriate for like a dark type run. Cause that'd be more like a thief fella. Like, ooh, like if I did a dark type run of like swords, since I'm gonna be getting that, that'd be a good nickname. We're gonna chop an egg. Is this egg soft boiled? Let's see. No defense. You know, I respect you having like a really defensive team out here. Like honestly, those Pokemon sound more like I would really like those for like if I wanted to like pets, those would be very choice ones. Hey man, what are you guarding? I heard rumors of a child prodigy. Oh dude, that is actually me. I'm child prodigy. Soft boil eggs rock. No, you're thinking of Eggs Benedict. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Swamp. It's trying to stun me. You know, I don't like the implication of a small palm tree getting spores. I don't like the implication that there's like a bunch of fungus in there. Because like I get it could be pollen, and I could just be sneezing a lot, but like also, not a fan of the implications. Bro, could I be real with you in the implications, my man? Not a fan of them. Why I am not a fan of the implications. I think they imply bad things. Oh, like from a ramen. Not as opposed to a soft-boiled egg that has a rock inside where the yolk should be. Wouldn't that be fucked up or what? Wouldn't it be fucked up if someone you lived with, right? You were like big chilling together, you know, because you big chilled together, and they handed you a soft-boiled egg because like a hard-boiled egg because like, hey man, you've been vibing, you've been working hard today, and they just give you a hard-boiled egg. I'm like, oh thanks man, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna eat this. Like, yeah, eat it, and you bite into it, and you know the shell part, nice and soft, everything's going smoothly, and then, oof. Ouchie? What's this? Your teeth break? Oh no? There's a rock inside? Just eat rocks like the Brontosaurus. You're right, we should be more like Diego Brando from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7. Steel Ball Run. And just eat rocks. It's good for your digestion. Evidence? It's true. Dude, if you eat like a dinosaur, you actually become part dinosaur. It's kind of true. Trust me, I've known one person who's turned into a dinosaur. But I'm not gonna say who. I like crunch. See, I really like it when I bite into a rock. And I add a little bit of just like the teeth remains in there, so it's like double crunch, and now you got like really spiky teeth because your teeth are sort of broken, but like they're really jagged now. So it's like perfect if you wanna commit, I don't know, crunch crimes. You wanna just bite a man, you know? Hey guys, you ever have the sensation to bite him? Oh, they've added bones. They've added bones. They've added bones. That's so cool. That's so cool. It makes my brain go oonga boonga. My brain go oonga boonga mode and is ready to go full monkey. I'm Winston Overwatch, man. Captain Crunch! Crunch crimes! After he's crunchitized too many children, that's what happens when you get to the crunch crimes. Because to think, someone was crunchitized and they never got uncrunched. The horror. The horror. Crunchitize me, Captain. Do it. POV, you're the captain, you're holding your first mate, who's also 7, from falling into his inevitable death at sea, and he tells you the only way to prevent him from falling into the ocean is to crunchitize him, but you know, as a grown-ass 60-year-old captain, seasoned to the seas, you know that if you crunchitize him, you know it will save the ship, but he will be lost not only in physicality, but in memory. He'll be nothing but just a nice midnight snack for you, a part of a delicious breakfast, and he will just be gone. And you know what you have to do. You have to crunchitize me, Captain. And yes, I will hydrate. Do, 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 do. Imagine being crunchitized. Come on. Seasoned. God, that's making me think of Captain Crunch seasoned with like sea salt, and I hate that. I do not like that. You know, I don't like that, Sam. I am over. Jesus Christ. They just gave Victory Road so many TMs, I guess. They were just like, hey, we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna give you so many TMs. You won't even know what to do with them. It's like you're getting like overheat, you're getting the weather, like the weather TMs, you're getting like Dragon Claw. Like, I don't think I've seen this many TMs in a Victory Road before. Have you ever had vanilla ice cream with soy sauce? No. No, I have not. And you know what? I like to make a bold statement on the record, Your Honor. I think that's okay. I said it. I think it's alright that I have not had soy sauce on my vanilla iced cream. It's not bad, just don't put too much. Just like, put like a little to treat yourself. You know, don't put it everywhere like it's a chocolate sauce, you know? Just like, oh wow, cool, Arbok gives me like nothing. But like, just like put it in like a little bit. Just a little bit. Guess a little bit of my life with you. Do. Mark's still in the front. Yeah, Us is still in the front. You know. I'm now just imagining, though, and you'll never know what I'm imagining because you're not telepathic, nor likely within my telepathic range. So I guess you'll never know. You know, actually no, I will tell you what I'm thinking of. It's not a good thought. But I sure have considered, like, oh man, something with soy sauce. I shouldn't have soy sauce. That's bad. Imagining like cereal with water instead of milk is the worst. And you know, I've had some poor wizard hours, and those sure were things I was considering doing because milk costs money over time. Hell is asking, I also want to ask, I'm not a VTuber, I didn't want to ask on Twitter, but based on Hell's design, what tarot card would I be? Ooh, okay. So, I've seen a little bit of Hell's design, but you know what, it's okay. You could have posted it on there on my Twitter, on Twitter, if you want to ever check out my Twitter. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? Well, if you ever want to check out my Twitter at @napspan, because Twitter decided to reverse my everything, I would say, hell, I think, you know, I feel it's very easy to go to a lot of demon, demon VTubers or designs and go like, oh, you're the devil. But like, I don't get the vibe that, because like the devil in the tarot essentially is like being possessive, being something that holds you down, holds you back. Generally a very bad, no good card. But I'm gonna say instead, I think because I'm trying to think of like which of these cards I'm sort of like thinking more in my head. I kind of get Hangman vibes from you, which is like, so the Hangman is a card. It's not a good card. it's not a card I'd like to see. It's a card I associate myself with. I associate a lot with my like ADHD angst, but it very much is a card that sort of is about patience and sort of understanding that things take time and you have to go through with the shit. But also in reverse, it's very much you got trapped in your situation and you're in an unfortunate spot. But a fun little detail about the Hangman that I really like personally. So the Hangman is usually positioned in with his legs crossed to make him look like an upside down 4. And the 4th card in the tarot deck is the Emperor, which is essentially the card that makes you your dad bad. Where it's very much your very big masculine energy, very big like associations with fatherhood and an iron fist, very headstrong, very authoritative, and the idea of like the Hangman was the king and now he's just trapped, hanged by his ankles, just kind of waiting there and being patient, but maybe not knowing when patience ends. Well, actually, now that I said it out loud, I don't think that really fits Hell. I think that was more me having an excuse to talk about the Hangman. You know what? No, I'm gonna change my answer, Hell. I think you're the Moon. Because the Moon's got, like, a bit of mystery to it, but it's also... And I'm a bit biased, because I know you, Hell. I know you a little bit. You've talked a lot of my streams. And I'm going off that, too, a little bit. But I feel like you're more the Moon, which is very much a card about, you know, sort of like the mystery of the night, and also a lot of anxiety, especially around the self, and sort of like fears you may have about yourself and your own little like sort of things holding you back or insecurities that like really stick with you. So like say for you, whenever you say like, oh, I'm always a bad person, and like you're not being a bad person, I think you have big Moon energy because of that. And you know what? You're being very chill otherwise and just trying to live life. Or at least that's what your design looks like. You're sort of hell soda. Excuse me. But yeah. Oh, we didn't. Ooh. Oh wait, no, I don't have a Okay, so yeah, I will have to use. Yeah, we'll have to use Razor Wave. Let's go with that crit rate, baby! Man, imagine having a Tentacruel at level 42 and having it not know Surf. Dude, how did these guys even get here without HM moves? Like... Because, like, the thing is, like, HM moves aren't, like... HM moves aren't, like... bad? like a lot of the ones you get later game are actually really good. Like Strength, Surf, and Fly are actually really solid moves. So like, I'm kind of surprised that not a lot of these trainers have these moves, especially if they're here in Victory Road, and you need stuff like Surf and Strength to even get anywhere here. Like you have to know Surf to even get into this place. Like, it's not like there's a Pokemon Center right out here, like in Sinnoh, where you can just like place him there. I'm just genuinely kind of surprised, like, huh, these guys just don't have, they kind of just don't have, like the means to get here, and it makes me kind of wonder, like, where are these guys from? Because, like, I know with a lot of, I feel like with a lot of trainers, like most of Kanto, they could be like from anywhere. I feel like a lot of them may come from like places like fucking Saffron City, Celadon City, you know, those like the bigger cities. Maybe Fuchsia City, because that's a very like, I feel like it's a very touristy town. But like, you know, it's got like things like that, and then like, and then it's just like, oh, cool. I guess, you know, here we got Victory Road. It's like there's no town really near here unless it's like Viridian City, but Viridian City doesn't seem like a good place, you know, like not a good place, like a populated place. That's a suburb. That's like a rural town. That's a town where if there was a mob boss taking over a gym, no one would notice. Let's say people struggle with end one. Fuck. Hey, Hell Knight. I think we're be talking about struggling with you know, ending a life or not. I don't think that's the appropriate kind of talk for this chat or stream, so I will advise you don't talk about that on stream. That's something that's very sensitive for a lot of people, and also not something I feel like, one, I am emotionally prepared to go over, nor something I feel like I should be on stream. Like, any stream. In Gen 7, Toxic always lands if used by a Pokemon, Poison Pokemon, even if your opponent is in the air or underground. I knew Poison Pokemon would always hit, but I didn't know at which point that happened. Also, yo, let's get the Macargo. Because, okay, Macargo is definitely a Pokemon I've wanted to try and use, but, like, I can never get Slugma that far, which is very reasonable, because it sure is Slugma. Because, like, I'll show how good you are. Nah! Oh, Sick Burn, what even is your name? Cool Trainer Caroline? Alright, you're no sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. You're gonna freaking Bellsprout? That's actually better than what is in this game, because I think in this gen it's 85 accuracy, so it got buffed later on. Toxic has an accuracy of 90%, unless it's used by a poison Pokemon. And the Pokemon, it glitches out and always lands, even when it shouldn't. That's why in Gen 8, 2, they had patched it. Interesting. I didn't know that was patched. Because I always thought that was like a big gimmick of Toxic with Poison types, that it would always hit. But I didn't know about the Flyer Dig. But then again, is there even Dig in Gen 8? Because I know there's no Fly. Oh, on Poison Pokemon. Well, yeah, I know it's 100% accuracy. Oh, okay. So it didn't have that. It would have a chance to miss. Wait, no, I'm illiterate. I'm sorry, I'm a wizard, but I cannot spell. There is Fly in Gen 8. What Pokemon learned Fly in Gen 8? Because, like, Salamence isn't in the game. That I think is one of the only Pokemon that's, like, ever naturally learned Fly. Alright, let me... Well, no, you use the Fly, like, mechanically. Hold up. Come on, Gen 8 Fly. Not flying moves. Fly. Move. Do, 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 do. Oh shit, yeah, no, apparently the Fletchling line can learn it naturally. Okay, no, I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna pull this on stream because I find this knucking futz, because I feel like I need to talk about some of these Pokemon that can soar into the air by natural evolution learning. Giovanni, hi, can we go to your page for a little bit? Thank you, boss. Yep, okay. Pokemon move Fly. Yeah, so in Gen 8, you know, Salamence and Rayquaza are Pokemon I always knew can learn Fly. Oh, that's cool how it could always have learned Fly at, like, level 1, because that's, like, a cute little detail. Hi, Azaria, how you doing? Oh, that's such a cute little emote there. Hey, if you want to see another cute little emote, we got a new emote here in chat, because sometimes my computer crashes, and it's a travesty, so it shouldn't be like this. And if you want to be like, gee, who did this? Don't worry. I got you right there. It's a cute vampire bat VTuber that does art streams, and it's very great. But I just got sidetracked, because I found out that, there's Fly in Gen 8 when I didn't think Fly was in Gen 8, because we're talking about Toxic and how that always hits as a poison type, even when flying and digging. And, you know, some of these make sense, like Salamence, Rayquaza, I understand why they can just fly naturally. But like, and like Fletchling, I can get that. Wait, Talonflame has to wait level 74 to get Fly? Like, Fly is good, but like, Jesus. But like, Vikavolt can fly. Vikavolt can soar into the air. Drampaw can fly? Drampaw can fly? Jesus. And like, Flapple makes sense, but like, just the idea of Drampaw flying into the air to like go knucking futz is horrifying. Even if he's not a physical attacker, it's still Alright, makes sense how a lot of these oh my god, Dragonite looks so huge in that. How tall is Dragonite? Oh cool, Dragonite's 7'3", nice. Let's see, any weird Pokemon that can learn Fly? Come on, is Vikavolt gonna be the only weird one? Because I know Golor can, because he's like Iron Giant. Volcarona can fly? I guess because it's got wings. Grandpa! First off, Drampaw's in Pokemon Snap? Cool. Oh, yeah, because Charizard's a manlet. Charizard's a little manlet. Like, Charizard's what? 5'7"? Charizard's like the size of just a guy. Let's see. Yeah, I think Vikavolt's the only one that really throws me through a loop of that they can fly. I think it's only Vikavolt and Drampaw that throw me through a loop that can fly. Alright. But that's enough flying time. Back to the grind. Yes, Magikarp can learn Bounce if you level up to, I think, level 30? Like level 30 or 35 it learns Bounce. But hey, you could be a novice and know, oh, Magikarp can learn Bounce, ha ha ha. But have you ever played Magikarp Jump? The smash hit mobile game that has not been touched by any of its developers for like 2 years, but occasionally I play to make theoretically the strongest Magikarp imaginable. Because if you don't know what Magikarp Jump is now basically a dead app, where you play as someone who fishes up a Magikarp and sees how high it could jump into the air. And that's how you win. You essentially get some Magikarps. Oh yeah, Animu, we got a Magikarp Jump fan in the audience. You essentially like chill out, feed it some berries, get some Pokemon friends to help it out, get some more power, and then and eventually it will jump. Now, you can get a bunch of Magikarps. They do a really cool thing where they do show like different types of Magikarp, like some Magikarp that are like red, some that are like pink, which are my favorite ones. Some that are, you can get a shiny one. You can get all kinds. You can get all kinds of Magikarps there, and I think that's kind of neat. You don't see a lot of Magikarp diversity nowadays. And yeah. But anyway, what was I thinking? But whenever you do win like a tournament, you have to forcibly retire that Magikarp, and the limit increases, so you have to continuously use different Magikarps and the like, and make them jump even further beyond. Cool. Alright, Animu, I hope you rest well. Do 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 do. Ba da 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 dum. But yeah, no, Magikarp Jump sure is a thing I have on my phone, and I do when I'm like in my last ditch, like I need to stim with something. And it's weird because like sometimes the game is like, cool, you'll never see it again. Or like, well, you'll see it again, but it's like, okay, complete tangent. I'm now thinking about another dead mobile game for Pokemon. So does anyone, wait, hold up, we're going to music time. I think I know what was it Pokemon Spin? Was it? Pokemon Spin mobile game. What is it? Pokemon Duel! Pokemon Duel. So, what Pokemon Duel was... Pokemon Duel was essentially, a game where you do, like, a gacha system to get, like, various different, like, Pokemon models, like Pokemon figures, and each one of them would have, like, a variety of abilities. Like, see here, you'd spin a wheel, and you would have, like, a damage that you could do, and, like, whoever has the bigger damage will win. If you get a red, you miss. If you get a blue, you sort of get a defense and get to counter it. But if you got, like, a purple or something, that would counter the blue and have, like, a little buff effect. And it'd be, like, different stars on the different ones. Pan. It's not water, but it's ice type. Can learn surf, fly, level up, and generate. Interesting. Is it the penguin? Let's see. But yeah, no, this is it. And usually you would have like 2 Pokemon out in the Pokemon Center to get another one. It was a game. It was definitely very harsh power creep. But meanwhile, Magikarp Jump, never horrible power creep. Look at this. Look at this beautiful game, the beautiful graphics here. I'm just gonna pull up all the Magikarps. Carp. Jump. Magikarp. Show me the whole collection. Show me all of the boys. Where are all of my boys? Magikarp jump. All patterns. Look at them. Oh wait, this is even all of them. This is all of them. Here we go. We got the standard. We got the Skelly, where you see like little fish bones. You get calico ones with like different colors. You get like koi fish ones. You get like ones with like little bellies. You get the pink tone ones, which are my favorite because they just make me think of like a strawberry marshmallow, which I bet is actually real. You got gray ones with bubbles. You got purple ones with bubbles and diamonds. You got apricots and tiger ones. You got ones with stripes. You got white ones. You got black ones. You got sky blue ones. Yo, I never got the velvet. Holy shit. There was a violet one. Wait, saucy violet? Violet raindrops. I know the current one I have was a gold because he's premium and he will be the best one. Yeah, no. Magikarp Jump, it's a game that no longer gets updates. So like you'll never really get better per se. But it is a very cute game and is a good game if you need to just like stim with something. If you just need something to do with your hands for like a little bit. It's definitely one of those games you can't just like binge play. It's very much a game you like check up on every now and then. I need a plush collection of all of them. Dude, I need the plush of the pink. I need the plush of the pink boy. Cute. Yeah, okay. Though I do have a small Pokemon plush collection. I have 3 given by. That's right. We're doing more shoutouts here. I got a small collection of 3 Pokemon plushes by Rhiannon Elf, who is a very nice elf VTuber who does free art streams. Essentially every Monday, they will do like a little marble race for anyone who's attending stream, and they will do a fun, cute little like chibi sort of version of you in some way, and try and let you just sort of make you a little drawing that you can color in yourself if you feel like it, to be a part of a big coloring book. But they're moving away and need to get rid of stuff. So that's how I have a Charizard, a small Charizard and Lucario, as well as a substitute plush that I'm using as a wrist rest, because oh god, I need that while grinding. Oh shit, Primeape's in here? Wild. So yeah, and my other plush that I got is a Snorunt. And it's a pretty sizable Snorunt. Like it's good hug size. And I got that one custom made because I love Snorunt and he's my favorite, and he was an early birthday gift for me, and it only took 3 months. It only took 3 months when I was expecting one. But hey, it happens sometime. Do 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 do. Trying to become champions together. Oh, that's cool, but I don't think the championship allows for double battles. I don't think. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Unfortunately, they will drown together. Or Nidoking's mind could just be evaporated. Like oh no, they're gonna be drowned together. Alright, it's cool. Me and the homies love drawing together in a tragic, romantic way. Oh fuck, no, Nidoking lives. Alright, so we gotta... So I guess Nidoking dies like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic. A funny boat movie. You know, it's weird that I can think of, like, 2 funny boat movies about a boat sinking very, very slowly, but that's the entire film. And I've never seen either of them in their entirety, only, like, passively when my parents have it, like, had it on the TV, and I just kind of sit there and, like, watch it because I don't want to, like, change the channel because I feel like that'll be rude by the time they come back. You know, you ever have things like that? You ever have times like that? What? Prepare yourself. Oh, double edge. No, thank you. No, it's... There's 2? Yeah, there's Titanic, because the movie I bet most people know. And there's another movie called Poseidon, where Poseidon, I believe is the name of the movie, I could be wrong. Poseidon is about a boat that has been flipped over by a tidal wave and is sinking slowly, and about people trying to escape it, I think. Again, it's a movie that I vaguely recall watching and passing, and only gone, like, thank you for the hydrate. And only seeing in, like passive movie titles going like, that's it, that's the one! I think that's the movie. Alright, let's see. I think we're gonna be doing a little chill grinding. Do I vibe? Or do I support? Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now is I do think I'm gonna end the stream kinda early, because I just don't think there's gonna be that much interesting content. Like, I can talk, and I love talking. I adore that. But I got to here to Victory Road, and I have a lot of grinding to do. And rather that be with trainers or Victory Road itself, I don't want... Oh, we want more talking? You want more vibing? Alright, I'll go on for another 20 minutes then. If the people insist. If the one person insists, then I will allow my ego to be inflated like a cartoon balloon. I will let my ego be inflated and fucking Dime Smart, the singing clown, my favorite character from that, will go off. Oh, I'm flattered, guys. I'm blushing, and it's not because it's warm in here, because it's very humid out. Why, thank you. I'm glad you have a great time listening to my sound voice. Oh, cool. You are just trapped in here if you go that way. Cool. Why do you think I feed into lore whatever you do? That's true. That's very true. Like, yeah, pro tip is there, if you ever want me to talk about things, always go nuts with a redeem. Cause that's what I'm here. That's what I do. That's what I live for. because that's one of the main reasons why you see whenever I'm on the Twitter. Ooh, all right. So I'll prioritize the magic lore. So, Azaria, since you're fairly talkative, is there anything in particular that you want to kind of learn about with the arcane? You know, just the prompt always helps, you know? Like, do you want to learn more about, like, a magical creature of some sort? Do you want to learn about, like how can one do this with magic, etc., etc., etc.? Do, 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 do. I'm not qualified to narrow down the question. Understandable. You just want sweet lore. Let me think of sweet lore. So, okay. That has definitely prompted me. So, you ever wonder what happens when a necromancer dies? Now, a lot of people will speculate, you know, what happens to the necromancer's soul, because that's like the whole, like, study that necromancy is around. Like, necromancy is all about, like, study of the dead and the soul, both in, you know, how to manipulate a corpse and how to get a soul back, or manipulate a soul in any way. So a lot of people speculate that aspect. A lot of people tend to ignore the actual physical corpse of the necromancer, and how that could, depending on how potent the necromancer is, that can very much affect the environment it's around. When a necromancer is very strong, oftentimes maybe more druidic necromancers are more prone to this, but I have seen studies of classic necromancers doing this. But sometimes they will sort of mutate and corrupt the plant life around them, and they will feed an entity known as a corpse flower, where essentially it is a large, like, bulbous plant. Like, think of it as like a pitcher plant. And in a way to relate to this, to Pokemon, it's essentially like a victory bell, like plant. And it will have corpses that the vines will try to grasp and capture, and essentially give it bodies for it to dissolve in, almost as if their only way of knowing how to live is to feed on the dead. And yeah, they can also, of those corpses, produce skeletons and zombies, which, you know, very great. That's more likely from the necromancer itself and their influences. But yes, they are very dangerous and have a very horrible smell. I think when I saw sweet lore, I was thinking like, ooh, that sounds great. Ooh, I'm just thinking of the horrible stench of a corpse flower. And a corpse flower, first off, I would not recommend. You can make honey from the pollen of a corpse flower. It's very common for either causing more cursed-based illnesses or cures, but I've seen a lot more in this case of like someone wanting to find out how to cast a blight or be able to inflict a very what's the spell? What's the spell I'm thinking of? It's a spell I can never pronounce. Contagion? Spell. The spell that makes people sick. Contagion. Yeah, contagion. A lot of people learn contagion through studying corpse flower honey. So yeah, as for Disney lore, let me look into my mind's eye, because god damn it, Disney lore is like one that like I love thinking about in my own time, and then I'm on the spot, I'm like, oh, did you know that let's see. Oh cool, Marowak. I'm gonna throw out one here. I'll probably give you guys another one, because I think I've said this one before, but it's in my head right now. I'm actually gonna give two musical facts that I may have shared before, but I'm just sharing now because they're the only things my brain can think of on the spot. Oh god. And that is, one, for the recording of Be Prepared. Be Prepared is the villain song of The Lion King, if people live under a rock. And the voice actor of Scar, Jeremy Irons, had a sore throat during the production of, when they were recording the song. And they were on a deadline, and they needed to have the song finished. And when the song like, when Be Prepared shifts to, like, being more of a volcano, like, scenery and, like, Scar's rising up, to be on his, like, little, like, pedestal up on his, like, volcano mountain, there's a voice actor switch. Jeremy Irons got replaced for that little bit with Jim Cummings, which is a man you've probably heard in voice acting a lot. He is the voice of... He's oftentimes the modern voice of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. He oftentimes voices like Kraven the Hunter and a lot of Spider-Man stuff. He voices General Cortez in Road El Dorado. If you've ever seen those, like, 2D, if you remember in the VHS era, if you ever watched like trailers for, like, oh, and this guy wants to narrate and be sort of cool, he was probably that for a lot of children's films. I think especially for what was it? It wasn't DreamWorks. Warner Brothers. A lot of Warner Brothers films he would do that for. He would be like the cool guy narrating that. And lastly, you would probably also know him as Pete if you ever played Kingdom Hearts. He does any modern Pete role. So he's like a voice actor, like a little bit of everywhere. And he is if you don't know his voice, you would not recognize it. And I think that's really cool. And as for my second piece, because I feel like that's a bit of a repeat, The Emperor's New Groove was originally going to be a massive drama. It was going to be an epic, sort of similar to DreamWorks' Prince of Egypt, but with more of with an Aztec sort of vibe to it. And in that original production of Emperor of the Sun, because what the film was originally called, Yzma had a villain song in it, and it is recorded if you ever wanted to listen to it. It is called Snuff Out the Light, and I would highly recommend it. It's great. It also describes that Yzma's plot through the film is that she wants to raise the dead and conjure a bunch of demons to eat the sun because she blames the sun for her becoming old. And she is convinced if she were to destroy the sun, she would get eternal youth. And also it slaps. And she is having the time of her life. And it's very much like Emperor's New Groove is a very fantastic movie. It's great. It's a great comedy. But oh man, if only we got to let her have a villain song. Because like I understand it's not a musical. You get Tom Jones instead. That's it. I guess you can only have Tom Jones. do. What's his name? Cusco. Remembers when I demon tried Esnorsol? That was hot as the sun. I mean, honestly, with demons, those are always knucking futs, man. Like, hi, welcome. You've gone to the part of the stream where Pan will just talk about just arcane lore. So, you know, a lot of demonology that I think mortals have found, that some mortals have found here in the Prime Material is the Solomon Key, which is very early demonology, probably one of the earliest accounts of someone trying to study the demons, specifically the hells, and trying to sort of study like how they operate. They get a few things right and a few things wrong, especially with the sense of like hell. It does archive a lot of fiends, but some of them are straight up devils, like they think. Others are very much just, they're miscellaneous fiends. They're not really belonging to hell, but they do have a fiendish nature to them. But I do find it funny because the Solomon Key has a lot of like demons that most people would recognize by name, like Asmodeus, which is not usually the name of the devil, surprisingly. That is actually a lust demon, mostly, who has several heads, who will try to convince people to do horrible acts. You know, we have like Baal or like Beelzebub, like that's where you get a lot of those demon names from, and a lot of those types of understandings. And then you get my favorite demon. No, I have two favorite demons from the Solomon Key. One of them I love because their name is just straight up Amy. Like there's a one demon of the Solomon Key that is just Amy. Like, oh dude, that's like my neighbor next door. That's like Amy. She's got a crush on me, I guess. Here, let me pull it up. I wanna show you guys the demon lore. I gotta show you the demon lore. First, we gotta show Giovanni. Alright, Solomon Key Amy. Yeah, it's a fun fact. This is Amy's sigil if you want to try and summon her. And this is all we get of Amy. She is a lesser demon. Yeah, Amy is described as a president, appearing initially as Flame, before turning into a human form. He's claimed to teach astronomy and liberal arts, gives familiars insight positive reactions from rules, and, according to all sources except the Manchi Manual, which I guess is one version of the Solomon Key, reveals treasures. According to all sources, he rules 36 legions of demons. According to Jonathan Wing, he was of both Order of Angels and Prostates, and holds feudal hope for returning to the seventh heaven after 12 centuries, according to and I don't know, I just think that's kind of funny, because some of these demons, some of the Solomon Key demons are like not at all malicious. Like some of them are just like, hey man, do you want to know like how, hey dude, do you want to know how the stars work? Hey dude, Man, I've heard you really need to like. Oh right, you're not seeing this. You're not seeing this. You're seeing this now? Oh no. Interwebs is not working. Come on, please. 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 Alright, cool. Well. Alright, let's see if we just copy it. Then we paste it. Wait. Okay, we do it there. So then hopefully when we make interwebs 2, then we got real shit. Okay, so window capture. It's existing interwebs. Alright, get rid of that one. Let's see, Giovanni? Are you gonna show up now? No. Alright, let's try tier list. Showing up now? No. Alright, cool. So you'll have to take my word for it. You're gonna have to take my word for it. Let's see. Okay, I'm also gonna bring up my favorite demon. Solomon Key Owl. There he is. There's the funny little guy. Okay, so, that case, Dolus. Okay. Okay, just give me up. I'm just trying to find a good picture of Stolas, because I love this little guy. Because I know he's a prince. He's a little princey boy. I also love how there's presidents in hell here. Like, they're elected officials, I guess. According to the Solomon Key. Where is he? Where's my final little guy? I know none of you can see him. But I need to find him. For me. There he is! Oh, he's a duke! I'm so sorry he's a duke. No, that's not him. That's the wrong man. And none of you get to see this because apparently interwebs is not working. So you're just hearing me become a madman. There he is, because he's a prince. Okay. Okay, Wikipedia does not give him any justice. Alright, so we're gonna get princes. Get Stolas. Alright, so I will get a picture of Stolas and show you him. Stolas. Owl. He is by oh no, he's the oh no, they made him horny. They made him the horny hell of a they made him the horny No, they made him the horny demon in Hotel Has Been. Fuck, dude. Fuck, why did they ruin my funny little owl boy? Well, it's okay. We get to show you the true form of the owl boy, alright? So we're gonna get a picture. Hey, Hell Knight, if you don't know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Owl help prince. It's gonna be there. Gotta browse for his image. Gotta see his visage. Because at this point I'm committed to this bit and I need to show the people. There he is. Here he is. Look at him. Look at this guy. So, yeah, let me tell you about him. This lad over here, his name is Stolas. He's a prince of hell. He's a great prince of hell. Let's see what things. Okay, so I had to go to like this Wikipedia, this like home wiki for like the Solomon. Wait, what? Horny Owl? Yeah, it's if you don't know Hell of a Boss or like Hazbin Hotel, that's okay. That's very okay. And you don't have to worry about that. And don't open the Pandora's box. So, Stolas's specialty is astronomy, plants, herbs, and poisons. He was given the title of Great Prince of Hell, or sometimes simply Prince. Like all the other demons of the Gyotha, which is the minor key of Solomon, Stolas commands a particular number of demonic legions, specifically 26. His duties and skills are described continuously across the Gyotha, Demonomicon, and the dictionary. And mind you, dictionary is Dictionnaire. Dictionary Infernal describes Stolas as bearing superlative knowledge of astronomy, the value of precious stones, the effectiveness of herbs or poisonous plants. He will impart the knowledge to those who summon him. Phone calls. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to see what the Demonic Paradise wiki has to describe of Stolas's personality. Stolas is one of the few rare demons that is a pacifist. He is not fond of fighting, finding the notion of wars and battles to be fruitless and pointless. His only real involvement in terms of conflict was during the War in Heaven and aiding Lucifer's forces by guiding them to the appropriate destinations via the stars and determine the exact locations of an object via examining the minerals that surround them. Stolas finds comfort in his line of work, for according to him, I guess in these demonology people are like, oh yeah, no, he wrote this down actually. Stolas finds comfort in his line of work. According to him, there's always something new to discover, unlike war, which is consistent and stays the same. He is fond of learning new developments and wants to expand his knowledge from knowing what is out there in the universe instead of fighting in battles that will contribute nothing except more battles to come. His pacifist nature is noted by even Dante, who does not consider him a threat and leaves him despite the fact Stolas is a very dangerous demon regardless. When did Dante ever Oh fuck, Grandpa's in chat? Gotta catch the flying dragon. Alright, but like, okay. When does Dante Alighieri encounter Stolas? Is it in the 8? Because in Dante's experience through the 9 layers of hell, Dante only really encounters demons en masse in the 8th circle. And that's like a lot of treachery, like a lot of lies. Like that's this whole thing. It's all deceit. It's falsehoods. It's fraudulence. I'm gonna look it up. Dante. Also, wait, hold up. I think I found out why interwebs didn't work. All right, so I'm gonna try something silly. Is it working now? Okay, it is. Okay, cool. I was just in a wrong window. Neat. Cool. Wait. Oh god, I can't see my mouse. Okay. That's cool. That's great. I don't love this. Wait. Is my mouse just invisible now? What the fuck? Okay. At least I got the grandpa. Alright, give me a moment. Give me a moment as I just handle mouse problems. Because I get to see where it would be, but I don't see... Okay, yeah, I don't see the mouse. So that's cool. It's cool. Me and the homies love invisible mice. Alright. Tropical difficulties, let's go. It's gonna be... Gonna take out some wires and see what works. Oh! Okay, let's see. Nope, still no visibility. Oh no. Please don't riot. Please don't riot while I fuck around and find out. Alright. Ah! My mouse is back! Hell yeah. Okay. So, anyway. Yeah, now I can properly go to his Wikipedia page. Stolas Owl Demon? No, I'm just gonna go with that. Thank you for using it. No, not the villain's wiki. We don't want the villain's wiki. We want... Demon wiki? Demonic Paradise, here we go. Here we are. Okay. So, powers and abilities. He teaches astronomy and the knowledge of poisonous plants, herbs, and precious stones. Knowledge of the stars is very important to demons as they use stones and herbs for magical ritualistic purposes. Alright, let me hear... Okay, no, I remember what I want to look up. Stolas and Dante... Fanfiction? Hold up. Oh no! Oh, I don't like how this Devil May Cry and Has Been Hotel crossover fanfiction. No. Not like this. Okay. Alright, cool. Myths and Legends. In 1583, editions of Wei's Pseudodemonomica Demonium gives the following description to Stolas. Stolas is a great prince, appearing in form of a night raven before the exorcist. He taken the shape of a man, teacheth astronomy, absolute understanding, the virtues of herbs and poison precious stones, and under him 26 legions. Underneath him's like, oh, by the way, here's my 26 armies of boys. Like, I just have that. It wouldn't be the first time, but I don't want to read that kind of fanfiction. It's not like Wholesome Tauros fanfiction. In 1904, translations of the Quixote by S.L. McGregor Mathers describes Stolas similarly to the Pseudodemonomica Demonium, showing the latter influence. The 36th spirit is Stolas, or Stolas. He is a great and powerful prince, appearing in the shape of a mighty raven, and the first before the exorcist. But after he had taken the image of man, he teacheth the art of astronomy and the virtues of herbs and poison and precious stones. He governs 26 legions, and his seal is this, which is etc. etc. Oh, I love. There he is, the original boy. We can have him. He can just be peeking. He can be peeking as a treat. Let's see. Let's check out Amy in this. Let's check out Amy. Amy, where are you? Amy. Ooh, they try to make Amy cool? Because they do describe Amy as like a bit of a flame. Bit of a sparky one. Described in the Lesser Key of Solomon as a president. Appearing initially as flame before turning into a human form. Alright. So, would it be the first? Oh, yeah, no. Amy is a demon that appears in the form of a humanly shaped pillar of flames. Though much like his brethren, he can assume different forms, but the conjurer's notes that remains hot to the touch. He claims to teach astronomy and liberal arts, give familiars, and cite positive reactions from rulers, and according to all sources except them, which, yeah, okay, so this is what we found on Wikipedia. But I also love how, like, this guy will teach you, like, liberal arts. So this guy's like, hey, man, here's how you write a convincing article. Look, I understand you're trying to convey this message, but you're underestimating people's you also have to consider media literacy into it. You gotta understand what your target audience is, and you just gotta talk about it. Like Amy over here is like your editor and teaches you how to write. It also teaches you about, like, hey man, maybe people should have rights. And I just love that. I think that's fucking funny. And it's like, yeah, I'll teach you about your astral sign and stuff. Also, like, hey, do you want, like, a cat? I could just give you a cat. Do you want a cat? It comes in fire. Hey man, hey man, look, I can give you good attention to your boss, the Mayor King President, which I am also president. We can have a diplomatic lunch meeting, and I can really impress him. Fall from Grace. Amy was once an angel belonging to the Choir of Powers, who joined Lucifer's rebellion in heaven. Amy is believed to have been misguided when he was convinced to join Lucifer's cause against God, but the damage was done as he was cast out of paradise by the angel Eliel alongside his cohorts. Ooh, alright, so Amy's a tragic demon. Let's see. It is believed that when Amy was cast out, he was struck by a miniature sun that led to its implosion, creating a supernova, and the impact against the celestial star set him ablaze, removing any trace of his former angelic appearance. Amy believes that his current appearance also counts as his punishment from God for having turned against him. Nevertheless, after Hell's establishment, along with his heretical order of demons, Amy became one of the many presidents of the Inferno, ruling over 6 legions of demons. Like, okay, could we just talk about how, okay, first off, this is fucking metal. He was smacked around by, like, he realized that he was tricked by the devil, that was Lucifer, and then was smacked by a miniature sun after he realized he fucked up, and is now, as a result, always a burning mass similar to the sun that smacked him. And now he's just in hell. He ran a presidential campaign. He's wanted. He's got like six like legions of, like, he's got like 6 groups of armies of like demons to help him out. And whenever people summon him, he's like, hey man, look, I think I made a mistake, but I can give you a pet. Do you want like a dog? I hear that's very great for people. Hey, do you want to impress your boss? I can do that for you. Hey, man, look, I can tell your astrology sign. I can do all that. Also, consider, look, I could teach you about politics. I could teach you about how to write an article. I could teach you about women's rights. I could tell you about women's history. You know, I could tell you about minority history, and I can educate you to make you just more well-rounded. And I don't know. I guess. Okay, but let's consider his false hope. What is the false hope of Amy? Despite his current predicament of being a fallen angel, cast into the pit, Amy still holds a futile hope of returning to the seventh heaven after 12 centuries. Like, I love how this is like a roast, where like someone's like, look at this motherfucker, this little flaming pie, this on fire president thinks that he's got a chance to go back to heaven. It's been 1,200 years. His misguided nature prevailed once again when he supports Lucifer's vision of a new world order, but with the sole purpose of wishing the return of heaven, while blinded to the fact that this would only cause him to stray further from God. Whoops. Okay, but wait. Okay. So, when was the Solomon Keys supposedly made? When was that made? So that's 17th century. It's written 1898. Okay, so that's surprisingly a lot more modern. But we do have other versions that would reference... I don't know, that might be the one that references Amy. Because that's pretty recent. You know, on an arcane standpoint. Let's see, because... yeah, it's only described in the Lesser Key of Solomon, so... hold up. If this was written... If Amy was discussed about in 1898... oh wait, no, that's... no, okay, that was written... no, that's a different book. Written in 1998. Sources. Okay, Sujininomicon is 1500s. Okay, so in that case, we're going to assume a lot of this is from the 1500s. So, if that is the case, right, we're in the 1500s, and we're writing about these various demons from hell. According to this, it claims that Amy and Lucifer, like in the part of the Lucifer Revolution, was smited and sent to the Shadow Realm 1,200 years ago. Yeah, because it still holds. It's current tense. It's not past tense. So that means after 12 centuries, this implies that Satan fell in about the 300s. So this would be like way after Christ had like died on the cross. So like, let's see, what was going on in the 300s AD? Ooh, Great Persecution. Oh, that's cool. That's a great thing to hear. Emperor Diocletian launches the last and largest major prosecution of Christians in Europe. Ooh, in the Empire. Oh, okay, so Rome's not really liking this whole Christianity thing at that point. Yeah, no. Who ruled in 300 AD? Ah, Constantine, okay. Yeah, no, alright. Byzantines. Yep, no, alright, so that would imply Satan fell when the Byzantine Empire was becoming Catholic. At least if I'm thinking right. Because if so, that's fucking a wild accusation. That like, shit, man. I guess, your boy Constantine, is gonna try and stop Christianity. Oops, they all want to be Christian. I guess I'll make them Christian. Is just. Oh, the Alright. Okay. Alright, Whips, you can go to sleep. I think I've used a lot of my energy, and I'm gonna get out of this cave, and I am then going to end stream. Whoop. Do 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 do. Get grind done? No way. We're too busy talking about the demonography. Alright. So, let's see. Let's raid. Looks like out of people are doing pretty good with views tonight, but looks like Bungo Rider is having the lowest views. He's doing something called Dodgeball Academia. If you can dodge a game, you can dodge a ball. Shit, man. He's right. So yeah, we're gonna be raiding a funny little robot. Raid Bungo Rider. Alright, so thank you for anyone who stopped by, whether past, present, or future. I hope you have a nice day or evening and have something nice to look back on. Until then, I'll wish you a bye-bye. Hey, if you're still watching this, refill your water bottle, alright? I don't care if it's like a little full. You gotta take care of yourself. Okay, bye-bye.